The many extremes of Portland collide in protest. Chat with us in Facebook Messenger. Find out WHAT and APOS happening in the world as it unfolds. At least 2 arrested in rallies for opposing viewpoints. Pro-Trump rally, 3 anti-fascist groups to be in shouting distance. Tensions continued to build 1 week after a deadly stabbing in Portland, Oregon, as large crowds gathered downtown Sunday for dueling protests. Hundreds of protesters calling themselves anti-fascist assembled across the street from a smaller group of supporters of U.S. President Donald Trump. The groups were separated by a line of heavily armed officers from local and federal police agencies in protective body armor. At least 2 people were arrested shortly after the 4 rallies began, Portland police said without providing details. On each side, protesters carried signs reflecting a variety of causes, from "skinheads against racial prejudice" to a "Make America Great Again" to a "United with Love" "We do and oppose want any fighting" said Margie Fletcher, the mother of a man wounded last week on a Portland train. "We hope and pray that both sides try to keep in mind that in the big picture it might be easy to forget with all the emotions running high that we all have the same basic needs." It has been 9 days since Fletcher and APOS's son, Micah, was wounded and 2 others killed after they tried to defend 2 Muslim train riders. Jeremy Joseph Christian, 35, accosted the women in what Portland police called hate speech toward a variety of ethnicities and religions. Christian faces charges including 2 counts of aggravated murder, attempted murder, 2 counts of second-degree intimidation, and being a felon in possession of a restricted weapon, police say. Signs of animosity among the groups holding rallies began to emerge last week in online forums. The tensions put police on high alert and prompted the mayor to call on the federal government to revoke the permit for a pro-Trump group. The Patriot Prayer event, called the Trump Free Speech Rally, is being held at Terry D. Shrunk Plaza, which is federal property where guns are barred. Agents from the Department of Homeland Security and Federal Protective Service will be on hand. I am a strong supporter of the First Amendment, no matter what the views are that are being expressed. Mayor Ted Wheeler told HLN on Friday, but given the timing of this rally, I believed we had a case to make about the threats to public safety. Federal officials declined the request, saying there was no legal basis to revoke the permit for Patriot Prayer. Wheeler also called on protest organizer Joey Gibson to postpone the event. But Gibson told CNN that he hears concerns of violence at every public event he holds. He said his group is not racist or alt-right, and it should not be held responsible for the actions of counter-demonstrators. Every single time I throw a rally, every single march, and APOS the same thing, he said Wednesday. That what I and APOS am going to do is dangerous. What I and APOS am going to do is dangerous for the city because we are going to provoke other people to be violent against us. He said Patriot Prayer will have its own security to make sure his people stay in line. Portland Police Chief Mike Marshman promised of robust law enforcement presence. Authorities warned people coming to the events not to bring weapons or anything that can be perceived as a possible weapon, such bats, fireworks, poles, rocks and sticks. We and APOS re going to have the groups come downtown and do our best to keep them separated, Marshman said. Have their events go as planned, and hopefully everybody goes home safe, and APOS be injured. An uneasy peace hung over the demonstrations. In addition to the arrests, a large pickup truck flying 2 large American flags cruised past hundreds of anti-fascist protesters and honked its horn. Several people in the group ran up to the truck and ripped out the flags, bringing them into the crowd as others applauded. Others threw multiple large water bottles, sticks and other projectiles at the truck, which then sped away. One Trump supporter said she was marching in support of Free Speech after the Mayor and APOS attempt to silence the Patriot Prayer event. Another wearing of Police Lives Matter t-shirt said she wanted to reverse the LIES surrounding Trump supporters. Just because we voted for Trump DOESN and APOS equal hate speech. Debbie Sluter said.